Hi everyone, welcome back to another edition of Max and Nicky 1000th Time Reactions,
where we react to songs after listening to them for a 1000th time.
On this edition, we're going to be listening to We Gotta Get Out of This Place by The Animals.
Mm-hmm. If you're new to the channel or if you haven't done so already, please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. If you're feeling extra generous, please consider donating to the channel to help us grow the channel by visiting our Venmo and PayPal. Links are in the description below.
And also, we do a little bit of comedy, a lot of comedy and music. But if you want to check some of that out, please follow us at Max and Nicky on Instagram and TikTok.
With all that said, let's get it going with The Animals. We got to get out of this place.
Here we go.
In this dirty old part of the city where the sun refused to shine, people tell me there ain't no use in trying. Now my girl, you're so young and pretty, and one thing I know is true: you'll be dead before your time is due. I know. Watch my daddy in bed and crying. Watch his hair been turning gray. He's been working and slaving his life away. Oh yes, I know. He's been working so hard. I've been working too, baby. Every night and day. You're so young and pretty, and one thing I know is true, yeah, you'll be dead before your time is due. Know it. Watch my daddy in bed at time. Watch his hair been and turning gray. He's been working and slaving his life away. I know he's been working so hard. Somewhere, baby, somehow I know it, baby. We gotta get out of this place. If it's the last thing we ever do, we gotta get out of this place. Girl, there's a better life for me and you. Believe me, baby, I know it, baby. You know it too, baby.
Great rocker right there.
Man, that Eric Burdon, he's got quite a voice.
He's a very talented singer, or at least was. I don't. Is he still
concerning
living?
the sort of more raw-sounding British invasion bands? For my money, I go with the Animals and the Kinks over, say, the Rolling Stones. I just think that
Eric Burdon is.
He's a better singer than Mick Jagger. I'm sorry to say, but he is. He's just a way more talented singer, you know?
I mean,
listen to how low he can go. I mean, he starts off almost like with an Elvis-ish kind of voice, you know?
Elvis? No, Elvis-ish.
And then he just belts it out, you know?
Well, and then he has that nice...
He's got that growl.
Yeah. That scream. And, you know, one might compare it to Mick Jagger's voice, but I feel like he's
favorably to
he's a little bit more he's more in tune. I feel, and he has he has more. It just he seems more in control of his voice.
Yeah,
actually.
he's got more control and he's
more
got more
control.
musicality, I guess.
He's got
too.
more. He's got a bit more musicality. Sorry, I know. I mean, look, I like some of the Rolling Stones too, but I just.
But look,
I just gotta
You gotta
say,
admit, Eric Burdon is a better singer.
I just gotta say,
and also, I like the sound of the Animals more. You know, I mean, there's something.
Well, I mean, they didn't write this song.
No,
by
I
the
know.
way, but
Actually, what Barry Mann and Cynthia Weil did, right? If I'm not mistaken. Was it them?
I think you might be right.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah, Barry Mann and Cynthia Weil wrote it. If you don't know who Barry Mann and Cynthia Weil are, they wrote a lot of big hits from the '60s, including, "You've Lost That Love and Feeling,"
And Who Put the Bomb in the Bomb Shabab Shabab?
Well, that was-
No, I'm just
that
kidding.
was-
That is Barry Mann himself. sings
that is Barry Mann.
He was actually parodying the songs of the era. Actually, is sort of these nonsense words.
Yeah, I
in
mean,
that
they
song.
were, they were a part of that Brill building, staff of songwriters. You know,
the whole band actually is quite together, and they're quite good. They got those organ sound.
yeah.
in
What
there
is that?
that's
Maybe
really
like
cool.
a Rhodes or I love that sound though. That organ, It's
Yeah,
really
they got
nice.
that organ in there. Bum 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 bum.
I don't know if you noticed.
Ba, 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 or something like that. But it kind of reminds me a little bit of
I don't know. No, I don't. I don't.
I'm
sorry.
No, but what's Odyssey and Oracle.
The zombies.
The zombies. Boy. Whew. Anyway, just the organ. It kind of reminds me of that.
I don't know if you noticed, but it's pretty heavy on the kick drum, especially on the choruses.
Well, also the bass is well heard,
But it's-
unlike a lot of
no.
early to
But
mid
the
'60s
kick
songs.
drum is really well heard. Like way more so than the snare and the cymbals and the hi hat. It's really very present. The kick drum.
Well, given the kick drum and the bass is, you can hear the bass riff in the beginning. Boom, bum, boom, bum, boom, boom, boom. I mean, they're just really present. It kind of gives it a little bit more of this oomph to the song,
Sure, yeah, it's kind of a
accentuating the low end.
It's driving towards something.
Right? Yeah. The verses are. You really feel like they're driving towards that chorus. Now, almost as if it's trying to get out of this place, as it were. I will say, I mean, this obviously wasn't the intention of the writers when they wrote the song, but this song, I'm sure you've seen in a lot of media. It's used in Hamburger Hill, the movie Hamburger Hill. But, I mean, I think people associate the song with getting out of the Vietnam War, actually.
This came out in 1966, this song.
Oh, it came out in 1966.
I believe so, yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, 1965. Listen to this, guys. It was recorded on June 15th, 1965. It was released on July 16th, 1965. What a turnaround. 1 month? That's crazy.
That's wild. Well, there's not a whole lot going on in this. It's just the band playing.
Look at this. You know who produced it? Mickey Most.
Who's that again?
He was a big producer of the British invasion bands, including like the Herman's Hermits and Donovan and Susie Quattro, who's actually American, but she was big in England.
Okay, so why are you saying? So that's not unusual for him to produce this?
No, it's just interesting. Lulu as well. Oh, we should react to that song, by the way.
The song that's from To Sir With Love, you mean?
Or
To Sir With Love,
the song.
actually.
That song is so good. This is a reminder to you guys that we will react to To Sir With Love
Keep us accountable.
because we love that song.
Anyway,
And it's
anyway,
a great one
I
to
just,
react
the Animals are great. Eric Burdon's, is it Burdon or Burden? How do you pronounce that?
to. Look, he's
All right. So
he would go on obviously to play with or sing with War.
Sure. And do some solo stuff, I believe.
But
right?
he was definitely a talented vocalist,
Sure. I mean, even watching some of their video footage of them performing, they have this sort of, this kind of stare that's just very.
Yeah, he would almost
this bad. This bad.
He also it was almost
stare,
like he was in a trance when he was singing.
Well, it was almost it kind of had this edge to the. He didn't have all these stage antics like not saying this is a bad thing but something like Mick Jagger would do on stage. He would just they were clean cut, but there was something seething below the surface, you know.
Yeah.
And then it kind of comes out when it's singing, you know.
It's a good song, man.
There wasn't any reliance on stage antics. It was just the persona was coming through in just the sheer way they presented themselves, you know, the comportment, you know, the composure.
Right. It's a good song. I think that'll do it for this episode. Thank you for tuning in. If you like what you heard and saw today, make sure to hit the subscribe button, click the like button, and if you're feeling extra generous, please consider donating to us and helping us grow the channel by visiting our Venmo and PayPal. Links are in the description below.
If you want to check out some of our comedy and music stuff, follow us at Max and Nicky on Instagram and TikTok.
Thank you for tuning in to another edition of Max and Nicky 1000 Time Reactions.
We'll see you next time.